The Hidden Princess, the courage of Jehosheba. Imagine a kingdom on the edge of collapse. A city of stone and shadow, where betrayal festers in the halls of power. Jerusalem, once a beacon of hope, now trembles under the weight of a tyrant's ambition. This is not the story of a king, a prophet, or a warrior. This is the story of a woman whose name history barely whispers. Jehosheba. A princess, a priest's wife, and a guardian of a promise that could have been lost forever. Her courage changed the fate of a nation, and no one saw it coming. In the days after King Ahaziah's death, Jerusalem was a city of fear. His mother, Athaliah, a queen consumed by power, saw her chance to seize the throne. But her ambition wasn't just to rule, it was to erase the royal line of David, the line God had promised would endure forever. Athaliah ordered a massacre. Every prince, every child of the royal house, was to be slaughtered. The palace ran red with blood, and the cries of the innocent echoed through its halls. But in the midst of this horror, one woman stood against the tide. Jehosheba, daughter of King Jehoram and sister to the fallen King Ahaziah, was no stranger to the palace's intrigues. Married to Jehoiada, the high priest, she walked a delicate line between royalty and faith. She could have fled. She could have hidden. But when she heard the screams of her nephews, the young princes, something stirred within her, a courage born not of strength, but of love. Jehosheba slipped into the nursery where the youngest prince, Josh, barely a year old, lay sleeping. His nurse clutched him tightly, her eyes wide with terror. Soldiers were coming, Athaliah's men, hunting for the last of David's heirs. Jehosheba didn't hesitate. She whispered to the nurse, "Follow me." With the infant prince cradled in her arms, she darted through hidden passages, her heart pounding as the sound of boots grew closer. She brought Josh to the one place Athaliah's soldiers would never look, the temple of God. There, in the sacred chambers where priests offered sacrifices, Jehosheba and her husband Jehoiada hid the child. For 6 years, they raised him in secret, teaching him the ways of faith, shielding him from the queen who sought his life. Every day was a risk. Every whisper could betray them. Yet Jehosheba never wavered. She wasn't just saving a boy, she was saving a promise, a covenant that God's plan would endure. 6 years later, when the time was right, Jehoiada rallied the priests and the captains of Judah. In a daring move, they revealed Josh to the people, proclaiming him the rightful king. Athaliah's reign of terror ended in a single day, her power crumbling before the boy she thought she'd destroyed. Josh, just 7 years old, was crowned king, and the line of David lived on, all because one woman dared to act when hope seemed lost. Jehoshaba's name is mentioned only fleetingly in the scrolls of history, 2 Kings 11 and 2 Chronicles 22. She wasn't a warrior or a ruler, but her courage reshaped a nation. She reminds us that heroes don't always stand in the spotlight. Sometimes, they move in the shadows, guarding what matters most. Who are the unsung heroes in your life? And what promises are you called to protect? Jehosheba, the hidden princess. A call to action appears: like, subscribe, and share this untold story of courage.